Hey guys, it's Sarah here. I just want to give everyone a heads up that the discussion in this video assumes that you have a knowledge of the Azor Ahai and Lightbringer prophecies. If you need to brush up on these, feel free to check out some of my other videos or links in the description below for more information. So this is one of 4 theory videos that I've made regarding Lightbringer possibilities, so please feel free to check them all out and let me know what you think. They will be linked here in the video and in the description as well. So this theory revolves around Dany being Lightbringer. So this is my personal favorite theory just because of the implications and the way it would work in the story. It would be an interesting character arc for Dany to go from a weak girl in book 1 to literally the strongest, most important weapon of mass destruction at the end of the story. So, since it seems clear that both Dany and Jon seem to fit the Azor Ahai prophecy, but as mentioned in my Azor Ahai theory video, I strongly believe that Jon seems the most likely candidate. Maybe Dany's part in all of this is that she is Lightbringer. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. She is literally bringing dragons, or fiery swords, west to Westeros. Dragons are 100% deadly weapons and have been used as weapons many times throughout the book, the show, and throughout the history of the Targaryen family. Dragons are fire made flesh, and fire represents light. We even have a fire god in the story named the Lord of Light. So I haven't got all of the details figured out yet, but we know that Lightbringer was forged 3 times, with fire, water, and blood. When Dany enters Drogo's funeral pyre, you could argue that she was being tempered by fire and blood, presumably involving blood magic from her dead lover, who she technically killed/suffocated. And then she hatched her dragons and was reborn beneath a red comet or a bleeding star. Fire and blood are Dany's house words. Like, they're literally Targaryen house words. Now, the tempering in water part can be up for discussion, but without getting too graphic, when a baby is born, it's usually preceded by a woman's water breaking. So, I mean, I know it's a big stretch, but maybe that's the original forging with water. But I'm sure people could find other experiences in the book that Daenerys had that you could call being tempered with water. Now, some believe that the dragons are Lightbringer, and I don't think that's wrong, but I think it's not too much of a stretch at all to say that the mother of dragons and her dragons share a very real connection, and I'm content to say that they can be represented as Lightbringer together, since Dany is the one managing the dragons, and she is in fact a dragon herself. Also, the dragons really haven't had any experiences that could be considered tempering with regards to the water, fire, and blood, and I don't think Jon will have the ability to control dragons anyways, so Dany's really an integral part of the dragons being Lightbringer, which is why I think she's Lightbringer, since she is bringing the dragons. Now, I'm super open to suggestions and comments from you guys on this one, because I know it's not the most worked out theory that I've mentioned, but as mentioned in the Lightbringer overview video, maybe I have it backwards. Maybe Jon is Lightbringer and Daenerys is Azor Ahai. I mean, Rhaegar was obsessed with prophecy, and he seemed pretty stuck on the prince that was promised prophecy and the dragon has 3 heads prophecy. So he was so obsessed with fulfilling prophecy that he ditched his wife Elia to be with Lyanna so she could father a child who would be of fire and ice and the prince that was promised. But what if instead he forged the weapon for the prince that was promised? I mean, the birth of Jon did include the death of Lyanna, arguably the love of Rhaegar's life, so there's a blood sacrifice there. Also, Jon is in charge of the Night's Watch, which could also be considered a deadly weapon. So, I love the thought of Lightbringer because there are just so many possibilities. So, yeah, let me know what you think. And thanks for watching. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while, but I've been so busy. I hope to post more in the future. And I can't wait for the new season to come out. All right, thanks, guys. Cheers.